Let's get it then, YouTube. This is my third 95 build right here, 95 plus build. This is my point guard. I didn't have to really grind no badges with him because I was able to unlock, you know, my maximum when it comes to your rebirth, so I can be able to get legend badges, Hall of Fame badges, gold badges, you know what I'm saying, without even having to grind for them. As you can see, we went point guard with this build, man. This is gonna be the build that you're gonna need whether you're a random or whether you're playing with squad. Do us a favor, man. Stop making these builds with so much offense and you don't have no perimeter defense, you don't have no defense, that you can't even play defense, and then you get mad at the random because he can't help you play defense. He's a random. If you want people to put you in the corner so you ain't got to worry about it, play with a squad. If you ain't got no squads, man, or if you do got a squad, this is the build for you. You can hold your own weight on defense. You can still hit your buckets. Use all the offense. You can't even hit your buckets. You can hit your buckets on this joint, and you still can pass, man. I ain't gonna talk no more. We're gonna go ahead and go point guard. We can go 6'6". You can't go 6'5" with this. You can get a few more animations or whatever. I went 6'6" because I did want to go, you know what I'm saying, with a little bit taller build, be able to get better contests, because this build is gonna have defense. Make sure you stick around because I will show you what I did with my 4 cap breakers, because I did get 4 cap breakers already. It's so easy to get cap breakers in this game. I do got 4 cap breakers, so I'm gonna show y'all what I did with those, and I'm gonna show y'all how I upgraded the build, you know, from the beginning or whatever, just in case you ain't got that much to max them out and spend a whole bunch of VC money. I went a 95 when it comes to the weight. I went a 6'9 when it comes to the wingspan. You can go 6'8 right here. If you want to go get deep bomber and have a 93 ball, you can go 6'8. I done played with a lot of 3 balls. Like even my big man only got an 83 ball. I got another 6'8 that got an 85 3 ball. That's why I went with an 85 3 ball on this build as well. 85 is more than enough. Like I said, if you do want to get deep bomb and get that 93 ball, you do have to make your wingspan 6'8. I made my wingspan 6'9 because I want to be able to, you know, get some good contests and be able to, you know, play the lanes on the floor. Y'all already know how we start off, man. We start off with our physicals. We're gonna go ahead and go at 86 here. Gotta have an 86 because if we want an 86 speed with ball, we're gonna definitely have to have an 86 speed, which is, you know, good enough anyway, because we don't want to be slow at the guard. We can go at 85 when it comes to agility. That way we'll be able to move laterally real good, you know what I'm saying, and still be able to play some solid defense. We're gonna go 75 with the strength. 73 would give us gold strong handles, but we're gonna go 75 to round it off just to get to that next threshold and be able to play some good defense. Not only be able to get past our defenders, but also be able to play, get real bumpy and play defense when we playing against these guards, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get them to stumble a little bit or get them to pick the ball up. We can go 60 with the vertical right here. That way we can get the necessary signature dunk package and the necessary, you know, off ones and stuff that we're gonna need. We can go a 49 here by default, a 25 offensive rebound, a 49 defensive rebound by default, just because it's gonna go up to 49 when we put up our perimeter defense. And that way, you know what I'm saying, we won't minimize that because we ain't really trying to spend no points on defense. That is one of the things we will sacrifice on rebounds for us to get some help for a big man to get them. Because if you're playing rec or anything like that, or any 5v5 or something, most of the time the big man will get the rebound anyway. You need to be leaking out, getting them interceptions and stopping that fast break. Now for our interior defense, man, we can go at 60 here for the interior defense. That way we can go at 74 for the block. That way we can get bronze, high fly denial, and bronze paint patroller. I think the block is real important, man. Just in case you get beat off the dribble, you don't need the big man. You ain't got to depend on the big man to rotate to help you out when the guard get past you if he got a dunk. Some guards don't have a dunk, they lay it up. But if they dunking or laying up, man, if you got this 74 block, even at bronze, you know what I'm saying, it's going to definitely be more than enough to be able to get some blocks. Believe me, I done used this build enough, and blocks is definitely necessary. Help out so much just in case you do lose that step and he do get by you, you'll still be able to recover. And that's definitely what you want to do, you know what I'm saying, to be able to help your team out, to be able to get them dubs. We can go at 89 when it comes to the perimeter defense. The reason we went 89 because, like I said, make sure you stick around. We're going to use our cap breakers, you know, put this up to be able to get gold defensive badges. But I want to be able to get gold badges, you know what I'm saying. I want to have silver at the beginning so we can use a 89. That way we can have more attribute points to be able to put other places. We got a 60 here for the steal, which is more than enough, man. I done played with a 9. I got a 6'8", they got a 91, and the 91 is good. Don't get it wrong with the gold glove, gold interceptor. I do get interceptions, and I do, you know what I'm saying, be able to pluck. But also with my big man, which has a 60 still, I still be able to get plenty of interceptions, you know what I'm saying, and I still be able to pluck, because this year they focus more on not plucking, but mostly bump steals, as long as you blitz the hand, as long as you timing it right. And 60 is definitely more than enough to still be able to get act and still be able to have enough attribute points to be able to do whatever. You can see you got a lot of potential just in case you want to move this 60 up. Now on to playmaking, man. With the playmaking, we do want to get gold lightning line, so we're gonna get an 86 speed with ball. We're gonna leave our ball handle at 81. That's enough to just get, you know, to get us all, especially the Zach LaVine, that dribble style with this 75 speed with ball. But we can get a lot of good dribble moves with the 80 ball handle. But we have a lot potential, you know what I'm saying, to grow. Like you can make your ball handle all the way up to a 93 if you want to add cap attributes to it. For me personally, I'm not gonna add mine. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all where I'm gonna add mine at, but you definitely got more room where you can, there's more than enough to start off with an 81 when it comes to the ball handle. I always want y'all to keep in mind that when you're making these builds, leave room for cap breakers. Understand you don't have to max out certain things unless you want it at the beginning. Like for me, shooting was more important at the beginning. If I wanted to put, you know, some cap breakers to my ball handler later on, I can do it. For me, if I want to put cap breakers to my defense later on, I can do it, especially because you get cap breakers so early. And do us a favor, man, when you got a point guard build, don't put so much to offense that you can't get passing and you can't get defense, man. If you're a random, help us randoms off, because sometimes I play with randoms, man. I hate when point guards don't have pass act, so by the time the ball get to you, they either closed out on you or they got to bring the ball all the way up the court because they can't throw the ball full court when you playing fast. If you playing three, you know what I'm saying, you can get away with it a little bit because the court's much smaller, man. But if you gonna make a point guard and you know your primary game is fast, whether it's pro-am, whether it's, you know, proving ground, whether it's rec, make sure you have enough pass act that when your man, when the dude wide open down the court, you can pass him the ball and it's still gonna be a dot. You ain't gonna put him into no bad animation. So right here, you know, this is how you gonna do that. You gonna go at 87 pass act. Don't go 76. Don't go 71. You are the main, or less than that. You are the main ball handler. You are the main facilitator, man. Do us a favor and make sure you put a pass act. That's why I got this build, to make sure that y'all ain't gonna be selling yourself and you ain't gonna be selling no randoms or your teammates out here, man. On the shooting, man, we want to make an unpatchable shooting. You know what I'm saying? We always go threshold when it comes to shooting, especially for a guard. Like I said, you can make this higher. I'm gonna go ahead and go 85 because 85 is more than enough to be able to hit consistently. We can go at 93 when it comes to the speed with ball. I mean, when it comes to the mid-range shot, that way we can get gold dead eye, gold shifted shooter, and we can go 93 so we can go. So we can get set shot specialists on Hall of Fame. And y'all make sure y'all stick around because I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with the cap breakers and how this build really gonna look and what you can really see, you know what I'm saying, day one, before you even get any cap breakers or anything, you know, any badge plus ones or whatever with the build. We're gonna go at 80 free throw here, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure we have a decent free throw. We're gonna end up rounding it out at the end. We definitely, like I said, we want to go at 80 when it comes to the drive and dunk, be able to get Devin Booker dunk package, you know, some off the dribble, quick drops off one, and the other necessary dunks that we're gonna need to be able to just finish around the room. We get past our defender, we definitely dunk, and we ain't got to worry about getting blocked. We're gonna have some quick dunks to be able to, you know, just put the ball in the rim. We can go at 70 here with the layup. That way we can have fearless, not fearless, we can have physical finish on bronze. You know, we at least want to have it on bronze. That way in the future, if you want to use your +1 to make it silver or your +2 to make it gold, you can, to help y'all a little bit. We're gonna have a 78 when it comes to the close shot. We're gonna have a 30 when it comes to the standing dunk. We ain't gonna really be doing no stand dunks. So we either gonna dunk it, lay it up, or we passing it out if we under the rim. Then we're gonna have a 36 when it comes to the post control. We can go ahead and round this off and make an 86 free throw. That way we can shoot the free throws at the end of the game, and we ain't gotta deal with nobody else shooting them, and we can cash out on our own. And another thing, if you're gonna be playing rec, man, or you're gonna be playing any 5v5, do us favors, man. When we randoms, do us a favor and put some free throws and stop missing every free throw you take. If you know you're gonna play, if you're gonna only play park, I get it. If you know you're going to fives or you got friends to go to fives, put some free throw on your build, please. All right, as of now, man, this build is an 89. As you can see, you can take a little, you can stop the video, you know, take a little screenshot, whatever the case may be. This is how I allocated the badges. I mean, you know, the points to be able to get to this 89. This is what I thought was most important at the, you know, point to get me online as fast as possible so I can cook up when I get online and I ain't got to really play offline too much. Now, for my 4 cap breakers, man, I went all defense on mine so I can get 96 defense. I wanted to have all Hall of Fame defensive badges, especially at the guard position, so I can hold my own weight and I ain't got to depend on nobody else when I'm playing with randoms. And I also, only badge that don't have a Hall of Fame is pick dodger. Pick dodger is gold, but every other Hall of Fame badge is good. That way I can be able to get around them screens and on these guards, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people leaning and greening. So I want to be able to have Hall of Fame challenger without even using a +1 or a +2 that way. And I'm already, like I said, that's why I went 6'6" and 6'9", because I wanted to be a taller guard to be able to get a good contest on these guards, or a good contest on any position for real, to be able to help my teammates out as much as possible. Of course, I could have went with anything else. I didn't feel like anything else was necessary. Everything else was already good enough, in my opinion. And then with my next, you can go the 3 ball, because that's what my next one's gonna be. So everything I get, like I said, I'm almost a starter 3. So I will get one more. I probably gonna put that to my 3 ball, and then when I become a starter 5, I'm probably gonna put the other 3 to the 3 ball to make it 5. And when you, of course, you know, you got the, when you're in a crew. If you're not in the crew, make sure you I got a link down below in the Discord, so make sure you hit that link if you're trying to join the crew, man. Of course, you get 4 cap breakers as well within your crew by the time you get to a 30, on top of, you know, getting some +1s or whatever. And that way I can, you know, put them wherever I want. Maybe I want to go to dunk, or maybe I want to go to you know, playmaking a little bit more. I might want to go to pass. But as you can see, look at all the potential. This is what you're gonna see. But you ain't got no cap breakers yet, you're not gonna be able to look at this. Now when you make this build, I'm showing you this, that way you can see what cap breakers you're gonna need, you know what I'm saying, in order to be able to max this build out and see the potential of cap breakers, so you can make it, you know, accordingly. Now when it comes to the badges, man, this is how I laid my badges out. As you can see, I got 4 legend badges, and this is the potential that it has. Like, of course, we can have more than this, honestly, because it's different badges that can go legend. Like, I can get shifty shoot on legend as well. I just didn't make it on legend because I played with it on legend on here for a while. I did hit shots, don't get it twisted, but I also took it off and played on go, and I was hitting the shots at the same value. So I'm like, there's no need for me to use that if it still, you know, if it still feels the same. So what I'm gonna do is I got test shot specialist, you know what I'm saying, on legend right here. I got off ball pest on legend where I use my +1s. Of course, my +2s. I got legend lightning launch and legend slithery, man. Of course, you can do what you want with these badges, but you can see the potential, you know what I'm saying, where I was going with it when it comes to the badges. And I don't have, you see, I don't even have all my crew badges. Of course, I'm gonna, you know, allocate those, and I'll make sure I make an updated video to show y'all what I did with all the badges on top of what I'm gonna do with my playmaking badges. As you can see, I went with the playmaking specialization on this build as well, because I'm thinking, you know, I want to playmake first. My shooting already high enough that I don't even need those. I want to be able to have my permanent badges that I ain't got to grind for on playmaking. That way I can get my lightning launch permanently once I get, you know, my playmaking +2 and +1, and then I can use, you know, a playmaking badge. I'm gonna use my handle for days right here. That way I can have that permanently as well. But thank y'all for so much for the love, man. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment if y'all want to see any build, or if you want to see me put something else in this video, like, you know, in my videos, like maybe animations or something like that, or you want to see the animation I'm using. Let me know if y'all like this build. I do got more build videos on the channel, so you know what I'm saying, I got a 7.4 if y'all want to shoot over those. I know y'all hearing about it. I got a 7.4 up here. You can go ahead and check that out. And I also got my favorite big man build, which is my 7'80" build. That's a perfect all-around build, man. I have so much fun on him as well, man. So you can make sure you can check this out. You can click on this one if you want to watch that one. But like I said, man, thank y'all so much for the love. Thank you for continuing supporting the channel, man. Appreciate all the love you guys. Like I said, leave a comment, leave a like, make sure you share it to anybody you know to help the channel grow. And until next time, we out.